This is how to cut friends off and how to know who really your friends. So I got a lot I could say about fake friends because throughout my whole life, I've probably had a total of like 5 friends that I can genuinely say were really my friends that I really fuck with. Like, well, I'm like, okay, I trust this nigga. This nigga cool. You know, it is what it is. And I want to explain to y'all how you could tell if a person really your friend. Here, let me go in my room real quick, my little bedroom or whatever. Hold on. All right, so I just want to do that so y'all don't gotta hear the damn all this noise. Hold on. When I be having the air on, it like you can hear it in the bathroom for some reason. I don't know. My crib is set up kind of weird, and I also don't want y'all to be hearing the loud ass dryer, right? So, so I only had probably a total of like 5 real friends in my life, right? And I want to tell you guys how you can tell they really genuinely your friend, like genuinely. Because let me tell you this. This is one thing that a lot of people got to realize is that just because you are comfortable hanging out with somebody all the time, don't mean they're your friend. That just means you comfortable hanging out with them. I figured that shit out when I used to hang out with this black chick who used to give me rides home. I realized that it was like she wasn't really my friend per se, because she was also starting drama with me. It was just I was comfortable kicking it with her. I just got used to kicking it with her. Again, I don't hate her or nothing, but it's just over a while, like over a short period of time, I start realizing like little things that get on my nerves about people because they do a lot of weird shit, but then they always tell me what I do wrong to them, but it don't even really be making a like logical sense at all. I be sitting there like, you mad over that? Like that small little thing I did bothered you, but you do like giant shit to me. Like the shit you do to me is a lot. At least to me it is. But the shit you do to me, the shit I do to you be like little small shit, and you make it seem like I'm like on some, fucked up shit. Right. But that's just one example is that being comfortable doesn't necessarily mean that they your friend. Like if you only like them about 40%, right? Like meaning that like you guys have a good time 40% of the time, but 60 to 70% of the time it's a bunch of drama. That ain't really your friend because you shouldn't hate them more than like them. You get what I'm saying? So that's one example. You know what I'm saying? Another one is if they always insulting you or they always throwing little jabs at you, they're not your friend. An example of this I got is I had this one homie that I hung out with where he clowned me because I was wearing anime shirts. And he was like, why you spend all your money on anime shirts, bro? Like, and I'm like, because I like to wear them. Like what you talking about? Like, why you coming for me? And what was weird is like, nigga, he wore anime shirts. So I was like, how you clowning my shit, but you like the same shit? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, he looking at it like he want me to spend money on the type of clothes he wears. Like, bro, I'm not the same. I'm not you. We're not the same person, bro. And that's another thing that people got to understand is that like a lot of people think from one perspective. You know what I'm saying? I think from multiple perspectives. You know, I'm a 4-dimensional thinker. You know, I try to think from their perspective, my perspective, how my perspective might be bothering their perspective, how other people might see both of our perspectives and see us. You know what I'm saying? Like people always say there's their side of the story, your side of the story, the truth, but I also say there's a fourth side of it, which is like what other people see from it and what other people's truth is looking in to what you and the other person might be talking about, right? But there's also, like I said, there's also the truth, what the universe sees, that we can't see. But that's a big one. It's like them throwing little jabs at you. That's how you can tell if they don't really fuck with you like that. Another thing is if they let their family disrespect you, they don't fuck with you like that. Like if they family negative as hell and always talking shit about you, they don't fuck with you like that. That's the same thing with like girlfriends and shit. Like if your girlfriend's family talk mad shit about you, it means that she probably talking shit about you behind your back too. That's the same thing with the friends. But like I said, people are weird as a motherfucker. Like they'll still hang out with you, but they don't like you. It's weird as fuck. It's like they literally will kick it with you, but they don't really fuck with you like that, but they'll still kick it with you. So that's a couple of ways you can tell that they fake. Let me see if I got some other shit. This is just off of the top, right? There's no scripted shit. So let me see. If they overly petty. So one thing I remember, one of my homeboys, what happened was he had like, I got into his car and I didn't know, but he had, and he should have texted me this before I got into the car. But basically, like, he had this girl he was talking to on a speaker, like in the car, like the car speaker and shit. And I said something about another girl or some shit. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga got hella fucking mad at me to the point where he didn't even want to sit by me. He didn't want to talk to me. I'm like, bro, that's not my fault, bro. You should have texted me and been like, bro, there's a chick that's on the speaker right now. Like, I got a chick on speakerphone. I would have been like, oh shit, bet. But he did, like, I did that shit by accident. He got hella mad. And then I remember later on, there was this chick that I thought was hella fine. She was finer than the chick he was talking to. Right? But what happened was, it was like, okay, there was like the chick, and it was like a Halloween party. And it was like him and this basketball nigga. And she had these Cheetos, right? And they were basically like throwing the Cheetos back and forth, and she was climbing all up on them and shit. And then I was like, hey, bro, throw me the bag. Bro didn't throw me the bag. He threw it back to the basketball playing nigga. I was like, oh, I'm like, that's what we doing. We doing petty shit. And it took me a while to figure out like why he really did that shit. But that was like, he did that because I fucked up his shit with another woman, even though I think he ended up fucking her later on anyway. But it was just some petty shit. Well, mind you, he's supposed to be my best friend, but he did that shit. And again, the shit I did was accident. I said, my bad, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I didn't know you had a girl on the speaker, which that was just you being stupid, because why did you have her on the loudspeaker? You knew how to get in the car. You know that when we get in the car together, we be talking about, you know, the bitches and shit. Like, that's on you. That's really not on me. Like, a lot of the little small petty shit that people do with me, it really be like, bro, like, you just doing, like, the shit you being petty for is stupid as fuck. Because it's like, it literally is like, you just didn't explain shit clearly. Or it'll be just some dumb petty shit. So it's like, if they're petty about shit, they probably not your friend either. You know, and as much as I love my best friend, because he's one of my only friends, really, it's like, I be thinking about that shit like, do I really fuck with this nigga? But I feel that way about every person I ever meet. I'm like, do I really like this person? And do I want to be their friend type shit? Because it's like, if I feel like every time I'm talking to you, I'm getting like a therapy session of you telling me what's wrong with me and there ain't nothing wrong with you, that shit will also have you like, like, do I really fuck with this person? I don't know. That's how I be feeling. You know, and I really don't even be giving a fuck if people hear that shit either. I'm like, if you're not my friend no more, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, if I feel like you stressing me out every time I'm having a conversation with you, then I mean, is that really a friendship type shit? There was another one I was going to talk about. What was I going to say? Shit, I can't remember. There was one more story I wanted to tell. Oh, another thing is, if this used to happen when I was like a teenager. If your homie hangs out with the nigga that you don't fuck with, that you fought before, they ain't really your homie. If they playing both sides, they ain't really your homie. Now, let me tell y'all what a real homie is. I'll tell y'all real shit. I had a Mexican homie, and this is the last part of the story I'm gonna tell you, but I had a Mexican homie when I was sophomore in high school. He a chunky Mexican dude. That nigga was my best friend, period, point blank. Me and this nigga used to play music and shit, just vibe to 80s, 90s music, vibe to Wiz Khalifa, vibe to like all this music, bro. We used to talk about hoes together, all type of shit. Me and this nigga talking on the phone 6-7 hours. I feel like it was only like 20-30 minutes. This nigga has pretty much never made me mad ever a day in my life, pretty much. I think I got mad at him like once or twice. But that nigga was good vibes. Every time you talk to him, it's good vibes. If every time you talk to this person, it's always good vibes, like every single time, like whatever you like, they like, whatever you talking about, they into the conversation, that's a real ass homie. And he one of the only people I know who was really a real ass homie. I can't really think of a lot other ones. You know, I've had a lot of leeches in my life too, like motherfuckers that hung out with me but didn't even really fuck with me like that, but they would follow me around like a lost puppy. that was some shit I dealt with when I was young too. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow your boy. It is what it is.